I kind of wanted to play a game of Magic, so this is my best option to do so at the moment. So I gave the Demon deck the most optimal hand, and I'll let them go first. Reality Chip can win so often, so easily. Even now with adding Control Magic, it kind of can get around Shieldred more often than not. And the bear deck is also pretty strong usually, so I gave it a little bit less of an optimal hand. The demons in the right meta, not against my own decks necessarily, can do a pretty good job of what they need to do. I'm not 100% sure it'll pull off exactly what I want it to do this match, but we'll go with it anyways. So I drew an opening hand, draw for turn. Play a shock land tapped, and that is all we will do. Reality Chip's turn, draw a card, play a land. Like I said, I gave it a very suboptimal hand, so same with the bear deck. Play a land, play a Soul Ring, which will allow us to play a Mirror Shield, so it's going to have the better start so far, but it's still not going to be as strong as it normally is. Shieldred, drew an awful card for turn. Lose a life, play a Prismatic Vista, crack it to get a swamp. Play an Imperial Seal. Use another 2 life. Go get a Crucible of Worlds. Yeah, sorry the last video audio quality was kind of not equalized right. Kind of didn't test it beforehand, so I'll just have to make another video. I have to adjust that for next time. Where is this Crucible Worlds? What in the world? What is going on? There you are. Move it to battlefield first, shuffle, and then it goes to top of library. That's all she can do. Back to demons. Their turn 2. They get a pretty nothing card. Play a Phyrexian Tower. We will play the Stone of Eric. Replacement exile effect. Not going to do anything else. Got a negate. Ugh. Cracked a Prismatic Vista. So we play a counterbalance. We're just going to see what the 3 costs. So counterbalance doesn't work when I'm playing myself necessarily, but is what it is. Basically want to try to avoid playing anything that is a 3 cost. Play a land. Play the bear. And I think we can equip the bear. So it has hexproof and anti-death touch. We can only play a Mana Vault. We cannot play a Crucible Worlds this turn because we will get it countered, so it stifles Shieldred a little bit. Turn 3, we'll play the Urborg. We still can't counter. Can't play the Urza's Incubator either because it gets countered by Counterbalance. Can't really do anything about that, so I'm just kind of slow. Turn 2, and they have another 3-drop. But we can't do anything, so it's just going to be a stifled match. Now we also have a negate. So any 3-drop can't be played, and if we play anything else, it can be negated, hypothetically. We have 5 mana. It looks like the bear is going to win, probably. Wouldn't really negate, or can't even really. Scavenging ooze, so whatever. We'll do 2 damage to Reality Chip by the bear. Still can't play Crucible Worlds because it gets countered by Counterbalance. Also a negate. And so we can only play a Skull Clamp. That is debatable. I think we'll pretend to negate that. Seems reasonable enough. I'm not really wanting Shieldred to win this match this time. Anyways, so drew a land, but we still can't play a 3-drop. Man, this makes it slow. Makes it incredibly slow. So they just have a land on top now. No land to play. Can't play anything else. We did use the negate for that circumstance. Ay. This is a little bit slower than I'd like, but okay, so now we can kind of have free roam to play what we want. Play the Snake Umbra later. We'll play 3-drop, equip the bear with indestructibility. Have a feeling the bear is going to do a better time winning this matchup this time. We'll also equip it with 6th Sense, so it draws a card. I don't know, I'm just going to have the bear kill Reality Chip just for... Still is only a 2, though. I'll draw a card. Very slow game right now. Draw the card, though. Just a land. So we want to use the Mana Vault to play the Crucible Worlds now, and then replay the fetch land that we put in our grave. to then go and get another swamp. Still also very slow for Shieldred. And then at this point, we'll just play the Bitter Blossom, which we were going to start getting value out of a Skull Clamp, but that's gone now, so it's kind of reasonable. Don't take any more damage. Can't do anything else. Again, Counterbalance only has a land, so we'll play City of Brass. Definitely have enough now, kind of. Play the Incubator, but we only get 2 colorless. This is what we do need to play in a technical sense, but makes 3. We should play the Gilded Lotus, yeah. 5, and I think we have to take damage from City of Brass. Play the Gilded Lotus for 5, tap it for 3, play the Urza's Incubator, so we kind of made up for that tempo loss. Don't technically have any more mana this turn to do anything spectacular, but it looks like we might get a Rite of Replication win with the demons, which is really going to be our only way to beat the bear at this point. So we'll take it. Starting to turn out. Draw land. We have a 1-drop as our counterbalance. Play the land. We'll have to play a reducer. Kind of doesn't matter at this point. Nothing I do in the fullest sense is going to get exactly what I want done. It's going to be too slow. Looks like the demons ramped well enough to pull off a win this time. Just with a Rite of Replication combo win. So cool, but not exactly the win I want to go for, but it does work technically in this circumstance. It's the best combo to pull off for this meta. Since the bear has pretty good defense as well. Play a land. We can beast within target permanent. So we would technically slow the demons here. We'd take out something. We'd either take out the Gilded Lotus or the Incubator. But I kind of want to showcase a win with the demons. So I'm going to play it suboptimally. I'm going to spend 1 mana for the Skull Clamp is fine. Technically what we do here is we beast within the Gilded Lotus, then exile it with Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, so see, just like I said, it just kind of makes it, it's kind of not fun all the time when like it's usually the bear that is good enough to handle the meta that I made basically, and Reality Chip does a good enough job of that too. It's just kind of funny. So yeah, we'll just play it suboptimally just to showcase a win for the demons in a sense. Well, so I mean they do have a counterspell, so let's see if we did try to play it legitimately. They do have a counterspell, but they spent all their mana. Yeah, the only way is to pitch Rite of Replication to Force of Negation to save our Gilded Lotus, which just makes the whole match last longer, and the bear is going to have a more optimal chance of winning at this point. Well, can't have everything perfectly, but I'll show you kind of what, if it wasn't played exactly optimally like this, I'll show you how the demons can win technically. So we'll play this Beast Within. We'll get rid of the counterbalance. Pretend like it was a misplay, that somebody didn't know what they were doing. Got rid of that, thinking that was threatening enough, even though it's not really threatening at all. And then we'll just pretend like the bear is still going after the chip hardcore for whatever reason. So draw another card, but it will only do 2 damage. Yeah. Shieldred's turn. She loses a life for Mana Vault, loses a life for Bitter Blossom. It's a fairy. So now we have another problem, is now technically Shieldred can play Contamination, which I just drew, to freeze out the game entirely. So technically even Shieldred could freeze the game in a sense. So like I said, I'm just going to, because we have to now play the fetch land again with the Crucible of Worlds, get another swamp, and which we could then play Contamination and have Shieldred win. The demons never get a chance to win legitimately on their own for some reason. I never can capture a legit moment of that. It kind of sucks. Tried to give the demons as much of an optimal hand as possible. That just goes to show you the other decks are built pretty well, as well as the demon deck. Demons do win their fair share of games in person, but it just playing against my own meta I created makes it hard for them. So yeah, we have to pretend we're playing suboptimally. We're just gonna play a Bloodghast. Go to the demons. They draw. So now we get a reduction of 2. We have to play Be'lakor to win by next turn, technically, but we also technically lost at this point in a variety of ways. I'm just going to show how the demons can win. It's just by casting Ride to Replication. So we have to, let's go black, red or blue, and then Gilded Lotus for the red or blue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So technically we have 1 floating with 3 untapped lands. We can't cast anything else. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Literally can't do anything else. So it just goes around, chip. Shouldn't have revealed that. We go fetch with Fabricate. Top, but at this point, even Reality Chip is kind of slow. They wouldn't have technically won. They could have, but it's going to take next turn me playing. So I can play top now for free, but I have to play, and I'm not drawing a land. I have to play Reality Chip and reconfigure it. It just wouldn't happen. It would take 2 more turns minimum. That's not really going to happen. So, like I said, bear deck is doing pretty good overall. Can't kill anyone this turn, but it's defensive enough, even though I gave it also a pretty bad start. Technically does another 2 points of damage here. And draws another card. Some fog effects is what it has. Draw 1, 2. Get another fairy technically. And we get another land. But it doesn't matter. The land, we get to play Shieldred basically. We fetch another land. I'm not going to do that. But what happens now is we got to the hypothetical point of where I could have won, in a sense, with these other misplays going on and suboptimal hands. But now we have enough mana, so didn't draw land, but 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, and then we play an MDFC for 9, which we almost didn't make. But then we play Red Replication, and we copy Be'lakor, which I was also supposed to draw a card for the last time. But I stacked the card draw triggers last, and I stacked the damage triggers first, and he does like something over 120, between 125 or something and 140. It's exponential. Like I'm gonna make 5 or 4. I think it's 5. 5 copies of Be'lakor. The first one gets seen, does 6 damage to the table. The next one is seen by the other 2, so it does another 12 damage somewhere. And then the third copy is seen by 3 copies, so that does 18 damage. It's an exponential thing. I'm not great at explaining it, but it does in excess of like 120 minimum damage. Probably more than that, I think. Also might have heard 150. Didn't really... I know it's lethal basically. If the table hasn't gained health, it can take out the 3 other opponents just by copying Be'lakor this many times. So technically Be'lakor wins in a sense, but like I said, these are suboptimal hands, suboptimal plays, and the other decks are built well enough to handle, more often than not, Be'lakor's meta. He's very niche in how he can handle playing against these decks, but in handling actual live matches, I've been able to do better with him. So, but this is just an example of one way to pull off a win with him, technically, which is the whole point of this. This is one way of comboing, in a sense, to do enough damage to kill the table. So just make enough clone copies of Be'lakor to do that. But yeah, alright, well, hopefully get around to showcasing the other decks soon. Kind of just, they are able to be done, but I'm kind of balancing a lot of things and just, trying to go at a pace that's even keel for what all I have to do. kind of got to keep other things in mind. So, yeah, just kind of passing some time at the moment, relaxing, just trying to distract myself to some extent. Yeah, well, I don't know. Another game to play, thing to do, something to entertain. Alright, see ya.